It's the Tiger Show! Yay! Well, hello there everyone and welcome to the Tiger DCG channel. My name is Brent. Hi! I will be your host on this channel. I keep saying channel, I apologise. I'm awkward. You should know that straight off the get-go. But yeah, this is the very first video on this thing on YouTube. I don't want to say channel anymore. It's just really awkward if I keep saying channel over and over. Channel. But yeah, I run a very small other thing on YouTube with my big brother Ant. We're called Dragon Tiger Gaming, and this is kind of an offshoot of that channel. Essentially, all the stuff we do on Dragon Tiger Gaming is all co-op play, both myself and my big brother. And this one's going to be dedicated to my solo Let's Plays. So that's why it's called Tiger DTG, because you know, I'm one half of DTG, etc. Anyway, so we're playing some State of Decay 2 today because this is one of my favourite games of the moment. I've got a few on the go, but this one I really love. Of course, I'm a massive fan of horror and zombies to begin with, but I absolutely love this game. There's a few zombie games that are kind of hit and miss with me, like Left 4 Dead and stuff. Ones that are kind of, excuse the pun, bit brainless. You know, ones where you just run around and just click shoot all the time and there's no kind of penalties or anything. You just it can get very repetitive, I think. But this one really gets you thinking in the kind of survivor mentality. Mainly because there's if you're not familiar with the game, basically there's a lot of kind of things to really keep you thinking and trying to better yourself in this virtual world. So essentially there is permadeath with regards to your characters, and there's a lot of strategy involved, as I'm sure you will find out. So we're just going to jump straight in. So I have actually, I guess you could say, completed the game in inverted commas. Essentially once you complete all the missions and such with a community, you can basically start again with the same community. So that's what we're actually going to be doing, because I'm familiar with the characters that I finished the last game with, and we want to kind of play them again. I want to introduce you to my squad, shall we say, because I don't know, I've grown really attached to them. There's actually no real massive like character creation system, barring random generation of survivors. You basically get to pick 3 at the start. You just keep cycling through, and it's weird because you get, at the beginning, at least in my case, I picked people that, I just find kind of interesting. They were a bit quirky and such, and I wanted to see how they would survive as after being chucked in this crazy zombie-filled world. But I grew really attached to them throughout my playthrough, and I'm sure it's the same with every kind of person who plays this game. I don't know, you just you want to see them thrive and flourish and stay alive for the most part. So we're going to do that, but we're going to be very, very strict, I guess. If someone dies, again, there's permadeath in this game, so if someone dies, they dies. And, all the trauma that will be accrued with such a thing happening, we'll deal with it. And that's why I want to kind of raise the stakes by playing with characters that I kind of know and love. Okay, so without further ado, let's just jump straight in and play the freaking game. I do apologise. If you don't know me, then you should know I ramble like a mother fluffer, so yeah, I do apologise for that. Alright, so we're going to skip the tutorial because, of course, we are well aware of what to do and how to do it. At least for the most part. I have heard that once you start a new playthrough, the difficulty's ramped up a little bit. I might be wrong, but hopefully that's not the case straight away, because I don't want to die straight away. I want this to be quite a long playthrough, but we'll see how it goes. So as you can see, I actually completed the Builder Legacy with one of my characters, and we're going to try a different one in this one. Now, every single character has a different legacy attached to them, so if you make them the leader of the group, essentially you can be either a builder, I think a warlord, a sheriff, or a trader. So we're going to try one of the other ones, because I want to try and get all 4 of these unlocked at some point. Just because once you start a new game, you can pick some of these, and they will give you bonuses. As you can see on this one, it's base-wide power and water at any base with no fuel cost or threat. Now, that is a really, really handy boon to have, I tell you. So we're going to click that. And I'm going to introduce you to some of my characters that we've got. Yep. Okay, so as you can see, we can pick some of the legacy survivors that completed the last game. And I'm going to pick the exact same 3 originals that I had in my other game, because I love them to bits. So we've got Sophie Virk. She's a former model. She can take a punch. I don't quite know how or why she knows that, but hey, she survived to this long, so she's definitely a tough little cookie. And I actually taught her computers. She seemed like the kind of person, as you can tell, she's a bit quirky and a bit nerdy. And yeah, I actually taught her computers so that she can manage our outpost computers and such. And yeah, that's all there is to say about her. She's freaking adorable. as well, so that always helps. You know, she's really a bright, cheerful person to have around, especially in a zombie apocalypse. I mean, geez, I think we'd all have bad days on a zombie apocalypse. You know, we'd all get a bit down in the dumps, shall we say? But every single kind of mission I did, she was like, "Yeah, let's go, let's do this," and I was like, "Aw, you're amazing." All right, so the next person is Meggie, Megan Zhuang. Now she has. So when you kind of create people, there can be like good genetic traits and bad genetic traits that they come with. Now she's a fanfic writer. I just still don't quite know what that does, to be honest with you. I think it's some sort of social. I don't know if it's a perk or a curse. I'm not sure. But she's also a competitive eater. Now that means she eats double the amount of food as everyone else. So you're always going to be wanting to. You know, have some farms on the go and try and get as many rucksacks of food back to your base as possible just to keep her going. For the most part, she eats like double what the other two people do. But there is definite perks to the competitive eater trait. She has absolute crap ton, as you can see, of stamina. And she is literally my best fighter, I think. She knows swordplay, as you can see. And she's not too bad on the old sharpshooting front. So she's a great sniper, and she's also great in close combat as well. I'll tell you what, when you see her with the sword, you'll know what I mean. She's literally like a freaking whirlwind. She's cutting zombie heads off left, right, and center. She's also got a special move where she just basically slices both their legs off in one swoop. And that is amazing. That is so freaking handy when you're surrounded by a horde and you need to kind of just make a quick getaway. Just cut all their legs off and just leg it. It's great. She's also got a cooking perk, which I think boosts morale. I'm not overly sure. I probably should know, but the only thing I know is that she actually had a mission where she had to bake some sort of delicious dessert for everyone, and that boosted morale a lot. So she's a cool person to have around. So she's a builder by the looks of it, as you can tell by that little picture there. I think Sophie can become a sheriff. We might do that one. I don't know, I like the idea of putting Sophie in charge. She would always definitely have everyone in high spirits, that's for darn sure. The third survivor is Rebecca. Rebecca Saba, I guess, or Saba. I'm not sure. But she was my leader in the last one. She is a really kind of competent survivor, I tell you. She survived on a train. I don't quite know what that means. A bit like Train to Busan, if you've ever seen that zombie movie. Do watch it, it's really freaking cool. She got massive health. She's really good on the health front. She knows a lot about auto mechanics, so we can upgrade all our cars into zombie-killing freaking badass monster machines. Apart from that, she's got really great endurance, and she can carry a lot as well. So she's kind of my tank character of the three. It's weird. I always like to kind of give everyone a little kind of backstory and their own character more than that was necessarily placed on them. And so Sophie's she's my stealth character. She is great at stealth. As you can see, she got full-on stealth. She's good in close combat as well. She's fast. She's got like a badass hammer, but she swings it around like it's like freaking, I don't know, like a freaking baton. It's great. She's sturdier than she looks, and yeah, she's always great at doing stealth missions like taking out plague hearts and also infections, or infestations rather. She can get in really close without even being seen, and you know, she's in and out like nobody's business. Maggie's my kind of well-rounded person. She's good at sniping, great fighter, and if you need someone like that's gonna last a long time against opponents, then she's the one to pick. And Rebecca, you know, if you want to go out scavenging and picking up a lot of stuff, then she's the best one to choose. You'll get to know these characters as we go through, but yeah, I really like these characters. They're the best ones I've played so far, and I don't know, I find myself wanting to come back to them. Hopefully we can get a different map from last time. Let's just find out. Fingers crossed. Because I like to explore some of the other maps. But it's not so bad if we get the other map that I've already done, because at least we know our way around, and we know all the outposts intimately, and you know where the best place to set up base is. I think this is a different map. I actually believe it is.
And we're empty again.
So I like to think this is a bit of a continuation from my last game. You know, basically they found themselves moving on for whatever reason. They've stuck together. Unfortunately, everyone else has disappeared for some reason, but that's alright. It means we can get other survivors along the way, and hopefully,
I admit, looks better than
you know,
the last couple of times we came through.
become good friends with other people, so that's cool.
Now that you mention it, it does feel kind of homey.
So this is the very same intro to every game, pretty much, if you haven't played this game. Essentially, we just find ourselves in this brand new town, and yeah, we just got to set up shop. I'm happy to see that everyone's still got all their badass weapons, so that's good. Yeah, that means we don't have to start again completely from scratch. However, that does probably mean that it's going to be a lot more difficult in this game. Just because, chances are, they're not going to just give us a perk like this without, you know, make things a bit harder. And just from the get-go, looks like there's a lot more zombies around. That's fine, we can hold our own, it's not a problem. So yeah, you know what, because the other two are builders, I'm actually going to make Sophie our leader of choice. Which is cool. It means I can start doing the sheriff game as well. And that one looks pretty exciting, because it's all about, you know, being a law-abiding citizen, or leader rather, and just solving problems, taking out the bad guys. A lot like Walking Dead. If you ever watched The Walking Dead, which I'm a massive fan, I used to be a massive fan of it. The past few seasons, personally, I find a bit lacking for various reasons. But you know, I love any kind of zombie things. It just, you know, just the whole genre just kind of makes you think, oh, what would I do in that situation? You know, and the great thing about games like this is it really puts you in that mindset and prepares you for potential future excursions, maybe. I don't know, adventures. Who knows? But it never hurts to be prepared in whatever sense, whether it's mentally or physically, etc., etc. Okay, so I better check on my map here. Our new home base isn't too far. I've actually played this map before, but not fully. So it will be fun to kind of fully explore this map and yeah, see what's got on offer. So I think this is actually the same map we're doing on Dragon Tiger Gaming. If you want to go and check out our playthrough on there, it'll be up very soon if it isn't already. I don't quite know when this video is coming out, but I'll try and kind of synchronize the two so that, you know, maybe one part of the week has Dragon Tiger Gaming and another part of the week has a video from this channel, just in case you're interested in. I don't know where I'm going, I apologize. It's because I'm talking. I can't walk and talk at the same time. I'm terrible at like multitasking. I do apologize. But yeah, I'm probably going to make every episode about 30 minutes long. And I don't want to cut them up too much. I want to try and keep them as fluid and organic as possible, just because I feel like
This needs a neon sign saying "Search me."
Oh, okay. Maybe we'll search it then. But yeah, I want to try and keep these as organic as possible, just so that, you know, you're never fully taken out of the adventure. You're always with me every single step of the way, quite literally, and make it feel like you're more a part of the community, I guess you could say. And by community, I mean like the zombie killing tribe we've got here.
Oh, hey, this will be useful.
So a massive part of this game is, if you're familiar with the game, I apologize, but you know, I just want to kind of go through all the basics just so anyone who isn't kind of knows. But yeah, a big part of the game is searching potential places for supplies. Yeah, that is a massive part of it. You always want to kind of be bringing back stuff for your community so they don't starve to death or run out of meds and die of bubonic plague or whatever the heck is going around here. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's pretty detrimental to our health. So, yeah, you've always got to kind of be aware of, if you've got space in your inventory, then always, if you pass by somewhere, then, you know, check it out. See if there's anything worth taking. Because you'll never know when you'll need it. Especially things like meds and parts. They may seem quite mundane from the, from initial kind of viewpoint, but no, they're massively handy, so you're always going to want to be chucking some of those in your pockets and taking them home. Straight in my basket. Alright, so our potential new home is just over there. It's a nice little house. Very, very, very nice house. With 2 cats in the yard. And hopefully it should serve us for a little while. At least until we find some other places. Then we can start branching out a little bit. The initial base, the initial house. Well, you say on the way, I mean... he's not going to be much of a threat, is he? You can bite her ankles, I guess, but it looks like this lass has got like Doc Martens on, so I think her feet would be pretty well protected.
Okay, I'm here and I'm getting started.
Hell yeah! All right, let's go secure this place, and
A
then
little elbow grease. This could be a great place to stay.
we can claim our own. Oh jeez. Okay, so yeah, the difficulty has definitely been ramped up. When you first start a game, there's like maybe 1 or 2 stragglers around the initial place, but man, this place is freaking chock full of zombs. It's not good. It's not good at all. Stop smashing my windows, you git! Oh, it's you. What the frick? Where'd you come from? Holy crap! I told you she was pretty sturdy, but jeez. Stay down. In your face. All right, so as you can see, Sophie's got like a freaking badass mallet in her repertoire. She's incredibly handy with it as well. Smashing zombie brains left and right and center. Oh my goodness, leave us alone, give us a break. Ah, alright, so let's quickly get this place claimed. Basically, before you can claim somewhere, you have to search every room, make sure it's free of zombies, which is really cool. It's a really cool mechanism to include. And just always keeps you on your toes, you know? That's one thing about this game. You're always on your toes. You're always literally really tense in your seat.
Once we claim this place, it's officially ours.
Especially going out at dark. Oh man, nothing scares me more than that. But it also kind of helps alleviate these fears or conquer these fears, so to speak. Just because you have to do it regardless, otherwise your people are going to starve to death. Alright, so let's claim this place. Total slots 10. So that's like all the facilities and slots that you can build stuff in. There's a lot of different mechanics to base building and such, but you'll get it along the way. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Happy days! Nice. Okay, so we've got our brand new place here. It's a very pretty little house.
And the breaker box is connected. Enjoy your water and power, everyone.
Okay, so that must have been the boon.
Priority has to be gathering materials. We'll need them to improve this place.
That must have been the boon that I collected in my last playthrough. So basically, we've already got power and water, which is amazing. That is a great, great help. So while I'm going out to get the materials, as is my want / main mission, I'm going to get the other two just to clear all the trash in this place. And make it, you know, ready for when I get back and I can start building stuff. However, I can't do any building until I do some of these missions and get some materials. The only sad thing, which kind of bums me out a little bit, is that we do not have our badass monster machines, as in my last playthrough. I had some really cool cars on the go, but I'm sure we'll find some pretty soon. I had a bright yellow pickup called Old Sunny. I just called it that. I like to kind of RP in these games a little bit. And yeah, it was a very reliable little motor. It wasn't the fastest, it wasn't the strongest, but I loved it. And I'm kind of sad that that survivor didn't actually make it into this game. But it's all good, it's all good. Alright, so first thing we need to do is get over to that cell tower. We're going to do that now. Glacier Rush completed. Thank you very much. I'm glad to see you guys making yourself useful. Have a cookie on me.
I need to catch my breath.
Once I get some cookies, which I inevitably will. That should be one of my first priorities. Just get some freaking snacks on the go. But that's not really an option in this game. You can get bags of snacks and stuff, so that's good enough. All right, so we're gonna check this little thing here. If there's something nice in there, some cookies maybe, some electric cookies. But I'm guessing it's gonna be circuitry. Oh, some painkillers. Okay, thanks. That's a really random place to find them, but hey, oh, I ain't judging. I need to get some meds on the go, definitely. You don't want to have like empty pockets. You always want to have some meds and some stamina boosters in there, because you never know when you're gonna get caught with your pants down, so to speak. All right, so there are places called survey points. Essentially, you can check the outlying areas. Again, this is just gonna be like a bit of an introduction video, about half an hour or so, just getting ourselves settled and ready to start branching out. Hopefully, the next episodes will be a lot more interesting. But for now, we're just getting
That would be a sweet ride.
having a bit of a homecoming, you know, a bit of a housewarming session
I think that building's occupied.
just before we start getting into the thick of things. All right, it's good so far. There's no plague hearts nearby. Plague hearts are actually the zombie spawning points of the blood plague zombies. If you haven't seen those, they're freaking terrifying. They're bright red, got bright red glowing eyes, which is, you know, when you're running out in the dark and you see bright red eyes in the distance, it's really kind of jarring. Yeah, it's pretty scary, but you'll see soon enough. These ones usually have some pretty good stuff in, usually like ammo and... Okay, we've got some 9mm rounds. That's great. Unfortunately, I have got like a rifle that takes 7.62, but not to worry. You know, if you ever got caught somewhere, then, you know, having a pistol as well sometimes is always handy, just in case your gun jams or you run out of ammo for your main weapon. Okay, so we've got some points over here which have hopefully some materials in them which we can take back to base. Again, I really wish I had a car. Is there any nearby? There's one over there. A Pilato. We've got a utility truck up there. It's got no fuel. We might go for that Palazzo, actually. It's got some fuel and it's not blown up, so that's always a good sign. Oh, it looks pretty sturdy as well. It's like a soccer mum truck. Is it? I don't know. Is that an American phrase that is used? Oh, so 6 slots in the back, so we can store some stuff. And it's parked right outside a gun shop. So we're going to go in here and have a quick look around.
Coast is
Doors open, that's good. Sometimes they're jammed and you make a ton of noise just trying to smash in. I always usually just fly through the window. I mean, if you're going to make noise, then you may as well get in quickly. At least then you can quickly watch your back. Alright, we got some ammo and some crossbows. These were actually a new addition pretty recently. I'm not a big fan of them, if I'm honest. They're quiet and they're really good for taking out zombies in general, but I don't know, the kind of arrow drop, you can't really shoot from long distances unless you're really kind of trained in them and you know where the heck the arrow is gonna hit. I don't really like them too much. I'd rather have a silent sniper rifle, to be honest. They serve you a lot better, in my opinion. But to each your own. If you like crossbows and you want to be Daryl Dixon, then more power to you, I say. I would love to see some videos of like people just utilizing the crossbow in a really cool fashion, just like shooting zombies left, right, and center. That'd be awesome. Okay, we got Well, I'll take them because they got high trade value. It's fine. I might give it this. Okay, I'll drop painkillers. I know I'm going to get some own advice there, but I think money's going to be more important. Not money. Basically, the main currency in game is called influence, and you can go to traders and get influence for certain items. Some items have more trade value than others. It's usually mundane things that you can't actually use, but they're just used for trade purposes. We've got an improvised suppressor there. That always comes in handy, so I might get that. We're not going to kill any plague hearts just yet. Best thing against plague hearts is fire, so you always want to have Molotovs with you, but for now we're not going to be taking out any plague hearts, so I'm going to drop those. You can only carry 30 stacks of most ammo, unless you got perks, I think, so I got 39mm on me, so that's not really too important. I want to pick those 22 cals, because I think I got a few guns that actually utilize those. We're going to drop the parts. Again, going against my better judgments, but ammo is going to be way more important at the moment, I think. We want to just, you know, keep our reserves in stock and make sure we've always got ammo for any occasion. Any horrible occasion that may happen. Okay, so that's cool. We've got a few things there. No, oh, there's actually one more box somewhere. That's the only trouble. The highlighted, oh, there it is. This tiny little box on there. Yeah, sometimes they're really hard to see. There is a perk that Rebecca actually has. My mechanic. She can pretty much see.
Check this out.
Nice! Oh man, that is well handy. So that's a 40mm grenade. I've actually got a grenade launcher, and they're great for taking out plague hearts, I tell you. Alright, I'll drop my snack. She's got a ton of stamina, so she might not need them. Or she hasn't necessarily got a ton of stamina, but she uses it really well. It goes down very slowly, as you can see. Fatigue accrues incredibly slow with Sophie, so we don't really need snacks too much at this point. Okay, let's head to those 2 storage units. Fill up the truck, I guess. We've got 6 slots we can fill it up with, and the best thing to fill these up with. Can you tell I can't actually drive in real life? I apologise, my driving skills are pretty whack. I'm not gonna lie, but hopefully I'll get better. So yeah, the best thing to fill cars with are the big rucksacks of supplies. They are, you can only carry 1 at a time, but they are always going to need to be collected and taken back to base, because it's going to keep your survivors in good stead, keep their morale up, and generally keep them happy in a very, very unhappy world. So that's something you really want to do. So hopefully there should be some really good stuff in here. Let's have a quick look.
Didn't take everything.
Yeah, nice. Seems there's actually 5 different containers in here, so it seems like a really good place to raid.
Had room for it.
Oh, sorry, I've already got a massive crate of ammo on my back, so we'll pop that in first of all. Again, like I said, you're going to carry 1 at a time, but you're going to want... Oh, God, Screamer! Let me introduce you to one of the first freaks of this game, Screamer. You want to take him out as silently as possible. Luckily, I've got a suppressor on this gun. If they start screaming, then you're going to they're going to attract a horde to you, so you're going to want to take them out as quickly as possible. 1 bullet to the head usually does it. So, yeah, they're not too bad. I know the easiest of the freaks, I think. We'll introduce the others as we come across them, I guess, which will probably be pretty darn soon, judging by the state of things so far. So far, no materials. Apologise for the squeaky chair. I've actually I'm just using a crappy little dining chair, and it's seen better days. So this is the last container. It should have some materials. No, it's got no materials. What the frick? Oh wait, was there something here? Oh man, I'm so freaking... I'm so ditzy. Holy crap. Okay, so we've actually got some materials now. Happy days. Just put these in the boot. Nice. There was another place, wasn't there? That wasn't even a plate. What? Or was it? Wait, no, what? Oh, that wasn't even a place that was meant to be... Oh, man. Like I said, I'm so freaking brain dead. Zombies, move over. There's a new dumbass in town. Okay.
Seems to be locked.
God damn it. Alright. Let's do this quick. Stuck down. Sounds like we've got a few zombies coming in, but nothing. Nothing we can't handle. If I shut the door. Pretend we're not here. No cold callers. Luckily, like I said, our stealth is amazing, so they shouldn't know we're in here. Tell light, they know. Maybe it's a bright pink hoodie. Maybe they saw it, like, from a mile away.
Bam. Done.
Alright, come on in. Bring it on. Oh, you're taking too long. It's only a door. Come on. Get with it. You can actually unlock different special attacks, judging on what perks you got for your character. Sophie's actually got a push attack. It's not the best. There are better ones out there, but it serves her pretty well. If you're surrounded, then you can use that just to get rid of any zombies that are all up in your grill, you know? Getting in your face. Like the rude sons of sods they are. I'm really trying hard not to swear. I swear a lot in my life, and you know I don't want to be too vulgar on this channel. Okay. Happy days. There is one more place, is there? No, there isn't. Okay, we'll leave it at that for now. We'll get back to base, and we will drop these off, and then start building stuff. And that's probably where we leave this episode. Again, I don't want to make these too long. I'm going to try and keep them bite-sized as possible, because I know how it can be. Like, if you're faced with like a 40-minute video you didn't want to watch, but it's like, oh man, I don't have time to watch a 40-minute video, and you have to watch it in little chunks and stuff. I want to try and keep these quite bite-sized. So we're going to aim for like half an hour episode. I think that's doable. So that's what we'll do. Luckily with these maps, usually there's a big ass lorry, flatbed lorry, that'll show you the way into your base. So unfortunately there's no kind of real GPS, apart from like showing you with a little marker in the distance. So for the most part you have to wing it and just hope you're going in the right direction. Trust me, many times I've missed my turnings and such and ended up somewhere else and started regretting my life choices. That's not the kind of mistake you want to make when you're trying to survive in a zombie wasteland. The only good thing about this house, as a starter house, is it's got a really nice garage next door, which is quite sheltered. It's a nice little place to begin offloading stuff. I'm pretty sure. Hang on, there's something I read that you can actually do, but I wasn't sure if you could do it. Let's have a look. It's a Pilato. Okay, you can only withdraw. What? Oh, okay, I thought that I read that you could just automatically get rid of these into your supply from your car, but I don't think you can, so you have to do it manually. But that is fine. It's not a problem. See if you can handle it. So we're gonna quickly head upstairs, get all these supplies in here.
It's time to get building.
Boom! Like so.
Either a workshop or an infirmary would be a good place to start.
Or both. Trust me when I say both are definitely a necessity in some form or another. We've actually got 2 stacks, or rather 2 loads of materials. No, we haven't. What? Did I miss something? I probably did. I apologize. I thought we had two rucksacks full of materials, but I guess not.
I'm exhausted.
I'm sorry, Sophie. Don't worry, you're almost done. You're almost done.
Here you go.
As you can see in the top left-hand corner there, you've got stats for all the different supplies you need, and our meds and our fuel are non-existent, so we'll have to go out and scavenge some at some point. We'll do that with the next character in the next episode. I might try and do like a character per episode or something, just so you can get used to them quickly. And the last one we've got here is food, which of course is incredibly necessary, especially now I've got Maggie on my team still, because she eats double what everyone else eats. She deserves it though. She was a massive... The thing is, in my old game, when I first started playing, I didn't realize that she was a competitive eater in that respect, in that she would eat more than everyone else. And I was really considering exiling her. That is actually an option. You can exile people. And I'm really glad I didn't, because she became one of my most dependable fighters. And I'm so glad I didn't do that. She kind of earns every single morsel she eats, to be honest. Okay, last but not least.
Stuff.
Yeah? What'd you bring? Oh, okay. Whatever. So we're actually gonna just build some stuff here. It doesn't really matter too much where you put them at this point. The first thing I'm gonna build is an infirmary. Can I build a workshop too? Do I have enough? Oh, sweet, I do! Happy days. So we're gonna build that as well. Only trouble, again, you know, there's so many great little mechanisms in this game that you always have to keep thinking about and being wary of. Sure.
On my way.
No, we're not doing that yet. As I was saying, you know, when you've got loads of projects on the go at home, it's going to increase your attack risk, which is down here. And as you can see, we've got like 9 at the moment, which means zombies are going to start attacking my base pretty soon, probably. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. It's fine. Yeah, I'm sure that'll happen in the next episode, but we'll worry about it then. So for now, thank you so much for joining me. I'm really excited to get started with this playthrough and play again with these characters, because, yeah, I love them to bits, and I hope you guys end up loving them too. But until next time, thank you so much for joining me. If you feel like it, do check out the Dragon Tiger Gaming channel. We'll have lots of stuff coming up very soon. It's been a long time since we picked up that channel, because we've been doing our own little solo projects and things, but I'm really excited to get back into it and play some more games with my brother, and it's always a lot of fun. So yeah, do check that out. I'll put links in the description below. But yeah, until next time, thank you so much for joining me once again, and I'll see you again very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.